5-minute installation, reduce your lap times, and save your driveline components. We're going to show you how. So here we have our S550 heel toe billet pedal kit. Now, heel toe, what is heel toe? Heel toe driving is typically found in road racing. When you're coming into a corner and you've got to downshift the vehicle, you're using your right foot on the brake and then lean over and blip the throttle to try to match those RPMs. Now you can do that with either your heel, blipping the throttle like Glenn Vitale likes to do, or just simply roll your foot off of the brake pedal and with the outside of your foot, blip that gas to try to match those RPMs. So with this extra material here, it's gonna make that a lot easier. Now, some people ask all the time, why is the gas pedal smooth and the brake and the clutch pedal rough? Well, quite simply, whenever you're on your brake or your clutch pedal, you're using your whole leg, right? When you're on your gas pedal, usually your foot's down and you're modulating the throttle by rolling your ankle. So that's why you have a nice smooth surface on the gas pedal, where the brake and the clutch pedal is going to be a rougher surface with the Steeda logo and these circles all raised because you want to grip it, right? You're going to a corner, the G's are going side to side. You want to be able to get your foot on the brake pedal or the clutch pedal and not have your foot slip off. Now we do provide multiple hardware for you, self-tapping screws, as well as through bolting it with nylon lock nuts on the back. So you don't have to worry about these ever coming loose. Installation's pretty simple, although I would get yourself an extra couple drill bits because those pedals are made out of steel from the factory and you're going to have to drill holes in them to get these pedals installed. Now we do say that the heel toe pedal kit is race only. Well, that's because what we're doing is we're moving the gas pedal much closer to the brake pedal. Therefore, if you're driving around town and you might try to get into a panic stop and hit that brake pedal, you gotta pay attention. The gas pedal is going to be a lot closer. So we say it's race only, but we do have these kits available without this extension tab that will absolutely work perfect in your street car. It'll give you a better feel, that racy look to really finish off your interior. These kits are available for both automatic and manual transmission applications. So like I mentioned, we do make these in-house on our CNC mill out of billet 6061 T6 aluminum. Now they don't start off curved. What they do is we start off with a flat sheet of aluminum, where then we're gonna go ahead and mill in these different profiles, give you your screw holes, probably put our name and logo on here. And then we're gonna take it out to the assembly department where we've got several different fixtures that we're gonna go ahead and bend these pedals. That's gonna make installation a lot easier for you, and it's gonna help that match up with that contour on your factory pedal. So if you've got one of the newer Mustangs, it does have that rev matching capability built into it. We're gonna be installing these on a 2018 base model that does not have that capability. And then we're gonna take it for a drive and show you how much easier it makes you to rev match and downshift that car like a pro. Here are the tools required. A strong drill bit will make this job go much smoother, especially for the brake and clutch pedal, which are steel. For the clutch and brake pedal, remove the rubber pads. You should already have a hole up top. Drill it out with a 3/16 drill bit. Then install the pedal with a bolt and nut to temporarily secure it in place. Mark the location for the lower bolt hole now. Then remove the pedal and drill the lower hole. There are welds in the back of the pedal that you'll want to avoid. This hole here is a bit too high, so you'll want to drill out both holes slightly to lower the pedal cover. As you can see in this current location, the nut is blocked by the weld. Repeat this for the brake pedal, and then we can move on to the gas pedal. Now you can remove this pedal with the 3 nuts up top and the electrical connector if that makes it easier. We'll get the heel toe pedal aligned with the right edge of the gas pedal and the bottom edge. Exact positioning is up to you and your driving style. But what you're trying to do is move the gas pedal slightly closer to the brake pedal. You want to make sure it goes in straight so you get a flush look and feel. You don't need to fully tighten it yet. These are self-tapping screws, so they will drill the hole for you in the plastic gas pedal. You'll want the 4 screws to be evenly spread out across the pedal. You can press the pedal down to get a bit more room. You'll see here that we didn't have quite enough room on the bottom, so we're going to put the 3rd screw in between the 1st and 2nd hole, and then the final screw will go up top. So we're spreading the load evenly across the pedal. As you go, you can tighten everything down evenly. We'll put the last screw up top. After that, your installation is complete. All right, so we just installed the Steeda heel toe gas pedal. So let's see how this works out. Hopefully there'll be more confidence, right? Trying to heel toe and downshift this car. This is our 2018 HPDE car. That's had a very hard life. Much easier. Just kind of blip it. This thing kind of rips, doesn't it? But it's amazing the confidence you got just with that little bit of extra, right? I mean, you're rolling your foot over and it's right there. Instead, that factory gas pedal would have ended right at the end of that head of that screw. So if you're going like this, you're missing that gas pedal, but you could just see right there, you could blip that throttle, match your RPMs. Now, if you have the newer Mustangs, you got the cheat code, right? It just automatically downshifts and rev matches every gear for you. So these are available for all your S197 and S550 Mustangs. Like I said, it's a really cool, very simple to install part. I mean, it took us less than 5 minutes, and it makes such a huge difference when you're trying to rev match that and match your RPMs, because let's face it, if you're not matching your RPMs on your downshift, you're killing your clutch. When you're running a car, right, and you're running it at 8, 9, 10 tenths, right? You're pushing the car and you're gonna come up to a stop and you need to downshift the car, right? Your transmission gear ratios are all different. So 5,000 RPM in 2nd gear is probably only 2,500 in 3rd. So we're running it deep into a corner, right? Or top of 3rd, top of 4th gear, and we gotta get on the brakes, but we gotta get in that next gear to try to accelerate ourselves out of the corner. Well, you can simply kick the clutch in, drop it in the next gear, and let go. The problem is as soon as you get off the gas pedal, your motor now drops down to idle speed, right? Okay, we're floating around 1,000 to 1,500. Okay, now we're at 700. If I just go and drop this in 2nd gear, it instantly jumps up to 2,500. Well, that's wear and tear on the clutch, right? The drive line, everything from the clutch backwards, it's directly connected to the rear tires. But the engine comes down in RPM. So now you're asking the clutch disc itself to physically rev that coyote back up to match the proper RPM of that given gear ratio. So with the heel toe pedal, you don't have to match it perfectly, but if you get it in the right ballpark, you're gonna save your clutch, you're gonna save your drive line, because especially out there on the road course or autocross, HPD events, you name it, you're putting a lot of heat in your drivetrain. In fact, Glenn goes crazy when he sees how I try to shift accelerating a car. Well, I don't have another lap, I don't have another session. We're just trying to get down this track as quickly as possible. Plus, we know it's just a 1/4 mile. We're not gonna put a ton of heat into it. But when you're out there on the road course and you need to downshift it to get the car in the proper gear, you need to be able to kick those RPMs while still maintaining a steady braking. Yeah, you can let go of the brake completely and kick the gas pedal, right? But now you're going forward. You're not slowing your car down consistently. So the idea is to get your foot on the brake pedal, roll it over the gas, get those RPMs up for the next gear. I mean, we just did a couple sessions there where we were downshifting from third into second gear at roughly 6,500 RPMs. Well, by the time I'm on the brakes for a split second and I roll over, by the time it's in second gear, we're right back up at 7,000 RPMs again. So just imagine if you didn't do that, the amount of stress and forces you're asking your clutch disc to do to try to re-accelerate the motor up to the proper RPM. So it's a simple part, it's very inexpensive, but it could save you a lot of time and money and keep your sessions going when you're out there on the track. So it's definitely a must-have if anybody does any type of spirited driving with their car. So if you like what you saw, hit like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And remember the most important thing at the end of the day, Steeda, where speed matters.